and more openly aspired to becoming a normal nation, casting off the restriction on its international role that its defeat in World War II had imposed. But it did little to define or realize the ambition. China and India, which had seen themselves first as victims of the European aggression and then as part of the Third World between the Americans and the Russian led blocs, began uneasily to emerge as great powers in their own right and in the process reviving elements of their long forgotten ancient diplomatic doctrines and traditions. The world map itself changed constantly. As the Soviet Union broke up, the Baltic states resumed their independence, and another wave of new states emerged from the retreat of Russian imperialism from Eastern Europe, the Caucasus, and Central Asia. They all disintegrated and emerged into sovereign states. Meanwhile, the various multi-ethnic states, such as Yugoslavia, were torn asunder by rampant nationalism. Ethnic minorities such as Eritrean achieved self-determination, and civil strife in countries such as Afghanistan, Rwanda, and Somalia resulted in great suffering and huge refugee flows. The need for international intervention against the peoples of failed states seemed to increase constantly. In the course of efforts to assign culpability for large-scale human suffering, the walls of sovereign immunity began to be breached. Even current and former heads of the states were no longer exempt from the legal a consensus that transition in the diplomatic order was occurring. Though there was disagreement about what kind of new order emerged. Modern diplomatic practice, diplomatic agents, well, as we keep on talking about the diplomacy, we will talk about modern diplomatic practice in the next